be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me when up in magic.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Switzer. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Pretty quiet, man. We're pretty quiet. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. You must be too. Check it, reload. 28.
Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Ready, ready.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Go on, go on.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Five.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
On the set. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Wait, that 53. Hey, 66. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, number 28.
Check it.
He's coming. Check in. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Slam.
Check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3 bud.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Just like that. Just like that.
Right up.
He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
218, chop. Hey, team six. Team six.
They're going to try and throw. And he finds his target. It's sharp. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith. He's got it at the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. William Hayes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Check 49, check 49. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a carry for Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returnable for Grant. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll drop the throw. He finds Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30.
Good job, D. Good job, D. That's right.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
It's a party now.
Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw again on second down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Go. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Got an open man. It's Ratley. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Smith here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Get it.
This is Davis. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Henderson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake. Brady. And fights him off. He can't get him down. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now it's Brady. Open man is Switzer, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ryan Switzer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, check it. Hey, Orbit.
To throw, it's Brady. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he's got the hook up to Landry as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brady now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bud.
58 to Mike.
Hey, alert!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
72.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Evans with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Squeeze.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Wait, set. Ready?
Come on. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, check 24. Check.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, check it. Hey, Charlie. 53, lead now.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
86. Single receiver.
2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, Alpha!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Check 13. Watch me hit. Sugar.
Brady going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
450. Hey, dude. Hey, 60 check.
To throw again, Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
5-7.
Check in. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yep.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Mike 28.
Hey, goal 66.
Brady going to throw here. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Bravo.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Wait, 28.
Now Brady. Now he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Evans there to make the grab, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
And now here is another interception.